And speaking of stupid and dirty, have you been to an airport lately? Seen a public restroom? The Hudson River? Following the rise of STDs? Ever notice that the majority of people have never once started out on the right side of justice? And we have the audacity to say that animals are stupid and dirty? So how come small groups of people always have to convince the masses why it's wrong to enslave, discriminate, or kill innocent beings? The answer is quite simple. Technologically, we are brilliant. Ethically, we're on par with parasites. We are a sick, twisted mistake of a species. So the way we treat the animals and each other doesn't even shock me anymore. What's shocking is that the masses are always shocked when they're accused of acting inappropriately. It took 400 years to convince white people in America not to own black people. And another 100 years on top of that to end segregation. And if somebody wants to hang out after class and explain to me why those abolitions didn't take 2 seconds, I'd love to hear about it. Any injustice on that scale can only happen if the general population supports it or turns a blind eye to it. So the key players in the exploitation, government, religion, media, corporations, they become experts at lying and using propaganda and deceit to trick people into accepting the abuse. The dairy industry, for example, loves to tell you about happy cows. But what they don't tell you is that all these happy cows get raped every year, artificially impregnated with a bare hand or a long steel device to inject them with bull sperm. Female mammals have to be pregnant to produce and give milk. Mother cows then have their babies stolen from them after birth, because once we eliminate the babies from the equation, we get to drink all that milk instead. And when mother cows can't produce huge amounts of milk after 3 to 7 years, they get a happy day at the slaughterhouse, where if they're really lucky, they'll get turned into a happy meal. Other companies love to lie about happy animals too. What about that "Wish I Were an Oscar Mayer Wiener" jingle? Well, that's pretty cute. Except for the fact that when they're born, male babies have their testicles ripped out without anesthetic. Standard practice. The meat industry always controls procreation. All the female pigs get raped every year to impregnate them, just like the cows. Baby pigs then have most of their teeth cut off, right down to the gum line, and their tails cut off too, all without anesthetic, to try and reduce flesh damage from fighting and biting each other in their overcrowded conditions. And when pigs reach 300 pounds in 6 months, thanks to genetic modification, they get a happy day at the slaughterhouse too, where they get chopped up into 1,000 pieces. The egg industry, though, man, they just might possess the greatest marketing propaganda of all time, because they've actually convinced you to eat something that came out of a hen's all-inclusive, all-in-one ass vagina. Yeah? The backside of a bird is called a cloaca. It is one hole where the poop, the pee, the vaginal fluid, and scrambled eggs and omelets come from. Hate to be the bearer of more bad news, but Mommy and Daddy lied to us too. We're not that special. And we're not perfect just the way we are. But at least when you become vegan, you are trying to reduce and eliminate gratuitous amounts of cruelty and violence, which is all I'm asking of you today. So how come when one human dies, it's a tragedy? But when billions of animals are killed with premeditation, it's a celebration. And what's really odd about this tragedy-celebration dichotomy is that besides some kind of a self-defense situation, everyone knows that killing is evil and wrong.